Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're checking out Secret Ceremony by Millennium Parade. And this band was brought up due to my reaction to Kickback by Kenshi Yonezu because the guitar player, I guess, has a band and this is that band. Someone mentioned that they did a song for Ghost in the Shell, which for me is a no-brainer on whether I want to check that out or not because I love Ghost in the Shell. I have not seen 2045 yet, though I am a huge fan of Standalone Complex, and the reason why I haven't checked out 2045 is because I wasn't sure if it was any good or not. I just didn't want to ruin my memory of Standalone Complex if the new show wasn't any good. So you'll have to let me know if it's worth checking out. So there is an opening version and then there's also a full version. And I think I'm going to watch the TV show version first and then we'll dive into the longer version. And also guys, feel free to check out my YouTube memberships. They are only $1 and you get early access to videos like these and other reactions too. So let's go ahead and check this out. You gotta have Motoko falling off a building. That's the staple. Cool visuals. Really great production value, really nice mix. Ooh. Like the incorporation of the drum kit. Really cool strings there at the end, especially when they kind of warp them down at the very last note. Ghost in the Shell has always had really interesting music choices. Actually, also let me know if Yoko Kanno is still doing the music for the show, because she did the music for the original Standalone Complex. Love all the other intros to the original series. Even though this isn't quite like what those intros are, this is still an interesting flavor because it's not something very straightforward. There's a lot of interesting production elements in there, different instruments that they were incorporating, the percussive elements that they're putting in there, so it has a bit of an orchestral element to it without going too deep into that, while they are at least incorporating a lot of electronic. I think part of the staple of having a good Ghost in the Shell song is to have a bit of those electronic elements in there too. Before I dive too deep into that, let's listen to the full version here. Doesn't seem to be any captions for this. All right, so we definitely have an extended intro into the song. I really like the vocals on this too. It grooves very nicely with the instruments.
tell you what to do. Stop whispering. Wait till midnight.
A lot of synthetic elements.
Gotta go deeper. Look like for a rest. No one hears us. Keep your eyes open.
So it's really cool when you have an acoustic drum kit kick in too. It kind of breaks that up a bit. Oh, they got me there. They're gonna go right in.
Just love me now. Come on, we gotta be stronger to see this through the end. Take my hand now. Let me tell you what to do. Let me tell you what to do.
It's got a little bit of a psychedelic element in there. A lot of randomness in there too. Definitely fits in there with the Ghost in the Shell vibe.
Let me tell you what to do. Just love me now.
I like how the longer version isn't like just some overly extended version. It didn't feel much longer, to be honest. If anything, the only noticeable part was maybe the intro, just because like the beginning of it is a bit abstract. I think it's important for any song that's associating itself with Ghost in the Shell to have acoustic elements, but to also have a healthy blend of electronic elements too. Because Ghost in the Shell always plays around with the idea of being human within a digital world. Like, even though you can't really take away those songs that were done before in the previous show, I didn't really feel like this song was imposing itself onto the show saying this is better, you know. It doesn't do any of that. It has no ego. It is simply just being. I think it meshes really well with the aesthetic of Ghost in the Shell, even though I haven't seen that much of the new show. I've only seen maybe like the first minute of the first episode of 2045. Though I will say that with the synthetic elements, that they're still keeping a lot of those elements acoustic-like, but they're just certain things that if you have a trained ear, you can definitely tell it's not the real thing. And that's okay, because I think even there's a space in music for even those things. Sometimes having a synthetic sounding instrument is what the doctor ordered. I think when it comes to music, there can always be an exception to the rule. It's not always one size fits all. This is actually really cool. I can only imagine that for those of you that have been keeping up with the show, to hear this song every time, it probably cements itself as one of the great songs that Ghost in the Shell has to offer. And with the context of the show, it probably increases what makes the song great. I'm definitely more curious about 2045, so at least the music is there. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know what you want me to check out next. That's it from me, and I'll see you next time.